everybody. Happy Tuesday. So, guys, we're in the summer months as we are embracing this beautiful, warm weather. I've been having, thoughts on my drive home, the different things that I think about, or just driving in. A lot of times, in the mornings when I drive into work, I like to drive in silence to give my time to process my day, process what my night or the day before may have been. So if I needed to cleanse myself of something, repent, pray, ask God for better guidance, for me to make better judgments. On my way home, I like to decompress by listening to my music. So it could be from not necessarily gutter rap, that's my daughter. But sometimes, you got to get that upbeat, whatever. So I do like to listen to something that's upbeat, moving, get me bouncing in my car, into a good, nice, R&B song, whatever. So with that, sometimes I think about where I am in my life right now. I continue thinking about processing the topic of unhealthy relationships and why do we stay. And something that came to my mind today, because I was thinking about where I was in my life, reason why I was in certain unhealthy relationships with the different men, and I was thinking about the characteristics of those men and things that I seen that I knew that I didn't like, but what was it that made me stay anyway? And it really boiled down to it that my low self-esteem, and I allowed myself to be manipulated, and I allowed myself to I allowed myself. I was missing something, and so by me feeling deprived of what I thought I wanted, what I thought love was, what I thought love should have been from those certain gentlemen, that's not what it was. It was trying to fill a void, a hole, an empty space in my heart, or for that moment, that season, that hour of wanting somebody to make it seem like that somebody really wanted me, but deep down inside I knew they didn't. So my experience in unhealthy relationships were, again, the lack of my self-esteem that I carried for myself, and then the expectations. It was unrealistic, the unrealistic expectations that I wanted from them to care for me, and they was not there. They were not capable of giving me what I wanted and what I needed, at least what I thought I wanted and what I thought I needed during those times. And it doesn't mean to say that they are horrible people. It just meant that the time in my life and the choices that I was making, as well as the choices that they were making in the time in their life, it caused the conflicts in those relationships. So, as we come into the summer months, a lot of us, we get real excited. We get Twitter-pated, as they say on Bambi, the spring and May. We're happy, the sun is out, you're getting attention, it's like the sun does bring you up. You feel alive, you feel vibrated, and you want to be, out in the world, and you want to see, you want to do these things, but you also want to be able to do them with this, my boo, my bae, and you want this person, you want to share those things. Just like the winter months, you want to cuddle up with somebody, just to hold me because I'm cold and I'm warm, and I want that time. And so we tend to get, put ourselves in some positions in relationships that are not the best for us in those moments, because we need to properly heal from some things. And it made me think about the 5 love language. When I found out about that book, and I ordered it and I read it and I took the quiz. And before I even really kind of taken that quiz, I already knew what my love language was. But I got to, this past couple of days, I got to think and just like, I wonder if I need to retake the quiz and see if my love language have changed, over the years, to see if it's still the same, or, how am I scoring different than where I was several you in your relationships, whether they are intimate or platonic, whether it's family or friends. Knowing your love language is key, and also knowing the love language of that person, because what you may need to feel loved is not what that person's going to need or want to feel loved. And a lot of times we show love the way how we want to receive it. So say you're a person who likes to receive gifts. Well, you might show love by also giving gifts, and your person might not want that as their love language or requires it of their love language. They might need words of affirmation. And so, and not to saying the gift giving is not a good thing, but that's just not their language. And so we have to speak each other's love language, and we have to know each other's love language, and that will help our relationships flourish and help you identify, is this something that I want to continue to be in? So, again, these are just thoughts that I have when I'm thinking, clearing out my mind, processing, reading my daily devotions. Every morning I take about 15 to 20 minutes before I get ready for work to read my devotions, and to let those meditate into my spirit and my heart, because it also means that I need to understand what I need to do to be able to communicate with God properly, as I need to change. And there's some areas that I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm doing great, and it's just like, oh, you still need to work on this area in your life. And that's okay, but long as I'm aware and I'm open and willing to make those changes versus, I need to change it, but I'm not willing to do anything about it. And so those were causes conflicts in relationships as well. So again, if you're processing your unhealthy relationship status and where you stay, maybe I hope these topics, these tips can help you figure out what moves you need to make in moving in your relationships. Even if it's not unhealthy, just identifying some things so you can continue to grow in your daily walk with yourself, your relationships, and most importantly, with God. I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday as we finish out the school week at most of the schools. We are going into summer break, so be safe, love yourself, love others. Let's work on communicating properly before we allow our emotions to make a lifetime decision off of these impartial and part-time emotions. So the summer is here, the sun is out, and yes, we all want to enjoy it. But be safe, everyone, and love on yourself, love on your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, and just be safe. Have a good day.